Alright guys, in today's episode we're going to show you how to raise a section in a timber frame barn. We're going to put a little bit of it together. Uh, we'll have to clean out a few joints while we're going, but we're mainly just putting it together and then raising it.
So the first thing we're doing here is we're just going to fit this brace into the frame. You know, these things don't fit perfect. It's wood, and they weren't all cut at the same time. Some of it's dry, and so it doesn't all fit perfect every time. This frame is a 30-foot long frame. So we're just having to clean this hole out here a little bit because the brace wasn't fitting in this support column. All our frames for the braces the mortises are 1.5 inches. So you can just take a framing square and on the small side and draw two lines, and that's where your mortise is going to be, so you can put the tenon in. And when you're putting this in, it's a lot better to use a wood mallet so you don't damage your beam. Obviously, I'm having to clean out a little bit more than I wanted to. When you're drilling this, you want to offset the hole so that the brace is draws the wood together and gets that joint really tight. So this is going to be 2 inches. So my brace mortise is going to be 1.5 inches, but the beam mortise is going to be 2 inches. And this thing's a pretty tight fit. Now now I'm putting the wood pegs in, obviously, but I got them too tight, so I went a little more than I was supposed to on the draw when I was drilling my holes. It shouldn't be that hard to get in, but it's really tight. And you shouldn't use an axe or a maul to drive those in. You see that peg is splintering, but it'll be fine. But that's not the tool you want to use. You want to get a wood mallet And it should go in easier than this, but I made it too tight. Now we're going to pick this beam up. You got to watch all the legs and make sure you don't get anything under it. But it stays together pretty good. It's not much movement shaking. It's not. It doesn't shake too much. That's a 30-foot wide span there, all the way across. Just want to make sure you go slow. Now with this grapple, I make it like a V so that it holds it up there while I brace it. Now we're just putting the bracing on there so that it'll hold itself up. Here's a look at the timber frame after being raised. I started to put the deck in there to meet the two.
All right, guys, that's all we got for today. If you like the content, hit the like and subscribe button, and maybe we can bring some more content like this in the future where we show more detail on what kind of joints we make, how we do that, the size of them, how deep they go, what kind of tools we use for timber framing. But if you're interested in some of our other videos, then click on one of these two here and to see more of our content.